Hello guys, welcome back to Bonsai Crazy and welcome to my bonsai garden. Now today I'm going to be trimming my bald cypress tree and we're going to have a little garden tour as well. I'm going to show you how well all my trees are doing. But before that I have this bald cypress that I need to trim, and this was put in the pot in the spring of this year, so it's had a good sort of 6 months now in the pot and it's grown really well. There's lots of new shoots coming out, and it's crowding the top now, so I'm going to do not a trunk chop, but I'm going to get rid of some unwanted branches that are at the top to give a bit more light to the actual apex of the tree. So trimming is best done this time of year. It can be done all year, but it's best done this time of year, just before the end of summer. A couple of weeks after the solstice, you should be able to trim. You should stop trimming after that. So I'm about a week into the solstice, or 2 weeks into the solstice, so I'm gonna risk it and trim now. There should be plenty of time for it to recover and send out some new growth. The whole reason I created this in the first place was to grow the knees of the bald cypress trees. It's not known how the knees of a bald cypress tree grow and why they grow. So I come up with a little experiment where the roots of the tree are dangling down the side of the pot and they go into a lake, and that lake has got nothing in it but water. Now some people say that I should put some soil in the bottom there, but it's the first year, so I'm going to see how it goes. And if I see no sign of growth in the roots, then I'll take it out. I'll take the water out and I'll put some soil in there as well as the water. Now, bald cypress trees are called bald cypress trees because they actually drop their leaves in winter. They're a evergreen conifer and one of the only ones that actually drops their leaves in the autumn. And it gives them a lovely golden colour, urban golden colour, which is really nice. Obviously they're flood tolerant as well. They grow in the swamps of southern USA, and as it is, they love swampy marshland. So that's what I've tried to create in this composition. And it's growing really well. So all that being said, we're going to get on and trim this tree, and I'll show you what branches I'm talking about that need to be gone. So right here we have 2 branches coming out the same knuckle, really close to the tops, but it's interfering with the apex. So we're going to get rid of both of these today, as they're never going to be in the composition. And it's left quite a big scar, but being a bald cypress tree, it should heal quite well. All the others are healed really well. So, and then we have the competing apex at the back here. Some people are going to be screaming at me now and saying, leave it. I'm not sure I want to leave it. I know this is the front of the tree, and this one is taking off really well, this side one. And if I was to go with the back one, it'd always have this knuckle looking shape here. Whereas if I went with this side one, it could and would eventually, once I get rid of this, I could make a better cut, and the taper will be there in this branch. So I'm going to take another bold decision and getting rid of this branch here too. But there's quite an important branch with it that I don't want to go. So that's that one there. I don't know whether you can see that one there, but that's an important branch because it comes out the same place and that can help heal the top. So there are 3 coming out the same place here. I'm going to get rid of the stronger one and the one going up. I'm going to get rid of all the ones that are poking up in the air. So wild specimens of bald cypress trees can be known to live up to 1,000 years old or more, and up to 90 feet tall, which is absolutely huge. So you can see this branch here. I have my main branch that I've wired already, so I'm going to snip that away too. And just under here we have quite a few other branches. I'm going to get rid of the middle one because that bottom one I might use. And this branch here comes out from the same branch that this is from, so we don't want that. Likewise here. So we got this branch here, which is one that's going to be kept, and I'm just going to let that grow out, thicken up the branch, and then we'll cut it back in line with this one. I'm going to trim that to there. And we'll cut that back later on. I want that back branch to thicken up quite a bit. It just will look better in the long run. So there you go, guys. There's the bald cypress all trimmed up and ready for a bit of new growing before the end of summer and autumn turns up. So I'm going to give you a quick look at the other trees now. We're going to go and see how healthy they all are and how well they're all doing. So this is my Japanese maple, and I'm not sure what one it is, but it's got green leaves with white stripes for it on the edge, and that I trimmed, and it's doing really well, as are the other two maples in the pot. So they're just being left to grow now because they have tourniquets on their roots, and it's all about root development at the moment for these guys and gaining their strength for next year. Then we have my double trunk Japanese larch that the cat fell on and broke the main branch. That's doing really well. And then we've got the Literati, Tony's Literati Tree Challenge, which is doing really well. You can see how green that is. It's looking lush at the moment. Really liking that. And then we've got my Fuya at the back there, absolutely massive and looking proud. It's looking really good. Really pleased with how that's going. There are a bit of browning here and there, but it is looking really good. So, and then we've got the Rhino, which is doing really well. That has a yellowing issue at the moment, and I think it's iron. So I've done some iron treatment for it, and hopefully that will sort that out. Here's my waterfall root over rock. Looking lush. It's looking really well. Really pleased with how that's developing. That needs another trim, so I'm going to get the scissors out in a minute and trim this one as well. So cut this back and see how it goes. Then we have the other Japanese larch in the pot with 3 other trees that I just did a styling on. We're waiting for that one to put some wire on, and then hopefully in the autumn time we can pull all these down and start shaping it a bit better. Then we have my Japanese larch tanuki, which actually needs a bit of work now. I've taken the wire off the bottom here, and it's actually come apart from the piece. So I think what I'm actually going to do is chop this off the bottom here, chop the base off, and then put the tree really close into it. That's about all I can do with that, I think. But that's the job for next year, and it needs a repot as well. So in bad shape of a repot, needs a trim. Gonna do another trim on it, so I'm gonna make a video on trimming it, and the apex needs sorting out. As you can see, the apex has grown, fattened up really well, but I don't need all of that, so half of that's getting chopped off, and we're gonna design the apex of the tree. Then we have my Chinensis, my Juniper Chinensis that I just did a video on. That's looking really well. This is the back side of it. The front side is around the other side, and I'll show you that. I'll show you that another time. And the giant sequoia trees. Let's have a little look at these. As you can see, it's sulking again. It's beginning to sulk on me, but funny enough, where I've pinched, it's not sulking as much. So, but all seems to be doing really well with it. The trunk chop hasn't died off at all. There's been no dieback, so that's all looking really, really good. Oh, what do I say about my Chinese juniper from the Heathrow Bonsai show? What do I say? Well, it's not completely dead, and that's about all I'm going to say about that one. I'm trying and I'm trying, and it's not completely dead yet, so that's all I can say. Xavier's oak tree. Now look at the growth on that since I trimmed it. Look at the growth on that. So I definitely think it's in line with a trunk chop, and I think I'm going to do that at some point. We're going to take off the whole of that head and make it a diddy little tree. And then we've got all my works down there. There's a Yamadori here. I don't quite know what it is, but that's just going absolutely crazy. I have my there's a new tree to the collection, which is a ginkgo, and I don't know how well that's doing. I think it might need some more sunlight, I'm not sure. And another maple that's been scorched. Cedar of Lebanon are back there doing really well. My Heron's bonsai tree doing really well. Look at the growth on that. Absolutely stunning growth on that this year, which is great. And my Continesta looking fabulous. And down here we have my other maple. And the other red maple. That is the honeysuckle. And here is my second Bald Cypress tree. And that needs a trim as well. But I think I might wait on that one till the autumn time. And then we have my juniper, which I bought from Ryan. It's looking lush. There you go, guys. There's a little trim of my Bald Cypress tree and a little tour around my garden. Just a quick tour. Show you all the trees, how they're looking. Some of them are looking a little bit scorched and stuff, but yellowing on the rhino pot I'm dealing with some iron sulfate, and I'm going to put some Epsom salts on there soon, and maybe some calcium as well, and hopefully that should all work its magic and be alright for next season, the next growing season. So as ever, please like and subscribe, follow my craziness throughout the years, and I'll see you all next time, guys. Ta-da.